Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates baseball starts right now. Jonathan Neese, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, they're in a stretch right now where it seems like all the breaks are really going their way. The only trouble with that is things tend to even out over time, so we'll see how long they can keep riding this hot streak.
The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Steve, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Well, you know, guys, they don't walk enough. They're in the bottom third in the league in walks. They just need to be a little bit more patient out there so they can get guys on base so that they have a chance to have big innings.
Neese sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Jorge Soler comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chris Bryant is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, and Holiday seems to be a little inconsistent when it comes to calling the corners. I don't think he favors hitters or pitchers necessarily, though. You're just not always sure what he's going to call with those spots.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good at-bat so far here with 2 away. He's going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
2 out, nobody on. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Oh, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup, when you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
The 0-1 on its way. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
1-2.
Ready on 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Weak roller right side. Reined in. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Richard is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, nothing to really get excited about in his last outing. Only threw into the third inning. Because of that, he was saddled with the loss. Hopefully he can turn things around and pitch better here.
Gregory Polanco comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
And when you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before. And luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think everyone should be keeping an eye on Gregory Polanco. He's been working on a 5-game hit streak, and I expect him to be aggressive at the plate as he looks to extend it to 6.
Francisco Cervelli will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Out in front of it, strike 1. Drilled down the line, and that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Andrew McCutchen will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Bryant. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Starling Marte will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit at third. Oh, he makes the stop. He's up with it. The throw. Safe.
Man, almost a great play.
That was a big-time stab. There was just too much speed getting down the line. Here's David Freese to stand in, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Bryant is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates strand a couple after one, no score. Ben Zobrist will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Javier Baez.
Javier Baez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Outside, 3-0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, that's a guy up there pretty clearly gearing up for the fastball there, and he didn't get it. That's a good pitch to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy honest.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back easily. Here's Addison Russell. On the ground up the middle. To second for 1. On to Morse at first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Morse strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
First baseman, Michael Morse.
Into the windup and the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Jordy Mercer will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Nope. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Just missing here, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in there, base hit.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Well, his numbers have been kind of ugly for the entire season. But guess what? Over his last 10 games, he's hitting over 400.
In there for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Turned on down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Coming to the plate now, John Neese. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Here comes the 1-0. To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Here's Gregory Polanco, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 2 full. It's the Pirates 1 and the Cubs nothing. Miguel Montero will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night.
Miguel Montero.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Rodriguez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Digging in, Clayton Richard. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Neese gets the sign. First pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, the reason he's having the success he's had so far comes down to one main reason. Changing speeds effectively. Now, you saw it in evidence right there. That's what you got to do to be a big-time pitcher.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the third inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Jorge Soler stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. On the move now is Fowler. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They trail this one 1-0. Francisco Cervelli will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The center fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll swing at the first pitch and ground it foul off to the right. It's strike 1. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Fowler looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. 6th home run on the season for him. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
And now that's the 2nd home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Here's Starling Marte.
Number 6, left fielder.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
The windup and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Hard liner to center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And you can see where he ranks on the Pirates team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
David Freese is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Shot towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
And remember now, you've got a guy on first base that loves to run. And if he's on the move right there, this is going to be a double play. So luckily for them, he wasn't breaking that time. So in that respect, they might have caught a break.
Here's Michael Morse now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You almost wonder if he was taking those 2 pitches because he wanted to give his guy on first a chance to run. He can't take any more.
Swing and a miss as he ran that.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out. See ya. He doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the 1 pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Polanco, still ranging back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He drew a walk his first time up. Nice is ready. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Marte, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. Sean Rodriguez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The pitcher, number 18.
Our next telecast comes your way tomorrow afternoon in high definition as these two teams wrap up this 3-game set. And you get a look there at the expected starters for tomorrow's contest. Jonathan Neese stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Gregory Polanco will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They lead it 3-0. Ben Zobrist heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. In the air out toward right field. Polanco has a play. 1 down.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Nice into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Rips this one to first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Here's Addison Russell. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order, still down 3-0. Francisco Cervelli comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Russell has it, and he's set down, 1 away.
Yeah, and with a good hitter up there, the shortstop's playing the pole here. So he's got a lot of room to cover if he wants to get to that ball up the middle. That's nice range right there to make the stop and then a good throw.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Starling Marte steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To short. Russell's got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. But they lead it 3-0. Miguel Montero will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Freeze is there for it. 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Matt Caesar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Matt Caesar.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4-irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
And all of a sudden, it is pouring right now. That's the hardest it's been all night.
Nice pauses. Here's the 0-2. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Jorge Soler will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's set, and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
The further this game goes along, you get the sense that sooner or later somebody's going to run into one of these fastballs and hit one out of here.
2 out with the man at first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
to 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And will step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Cubs strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Adam Warren will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Adam Warren.
David Freese will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
The first baseman, number 38, Michael Morse.
Michael Morse will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Belted high in the air out to left. So they're going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to left as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there, and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Here's Jordy Mercer now.
Shortstop.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Ready with the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Stepping in now, Sean Rodriguez.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. 2 out, nobody on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Drives it the other way to deep right. Bryant racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, these guys just continue to tear the cover off the ball. They've already got 3 home runs in this game. This is nearly a 4th. And whatever these guys have been eating in that pregame spread, well, they're going to be getting it again tomorrow because they've been on fire.
John Neese will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pirates tack on one more on the solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Chris Bryant is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Hit on the ground to short. Mercer has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
That misses. 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3-4-5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Freeze in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Ben Zobrist will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And that's something that you won't see him doing a ton of. And that's go chasing after a first pitch that's not a strike. He usually has much better plate discipline.
Tap foul at home plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he misses there. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Taken high and deep to right. Polanco racing back. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. Gregory Polanco will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. So now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Francisco Cervelli will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Right side and right into the shift. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Javier Baez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
That's a ball. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Addison Russell will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on its way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
1 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Now a fastball is foul tipped, but held onto behind the plate, and he becomes a strikeout victim as there are 2 away now. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Miguel Montero will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. One and one.
No, 1-1.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Sliced hard on the ground. Rodriguez gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Pirates on top, 4-0. Starling digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Pedro Strop is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Starling Marte ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and that liner caught him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
And let's see now.
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. David Freese will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A runner at first with no outs here. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Zobrist on to first, and the throw's wide, but a super effort to lay out and keep his foot on the corner of the bag, and it's a double play. Into the box now, Michael Morse. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Grounded to third. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Bucks go down quietly. They lead it 4-0. Kyle Schwarber is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth. And with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. After it is McCutchen, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
And he just continues to roll right along. He's working on a 3-hit shutout this late in the ballgame.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. 2 down here in the ninth.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Jorge Soler will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their little game now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and the count now 2-2.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Pirates win it 4-0. Good night from Pittsburgh.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.